everyone, so nice to be with you today. I hope you have all been keeping well in the lockdown. In case you don't know me, I am Barbara the sheep. Now I am excited because the pubs have opened again. But do you know what happens to sheep if they are naughty in the pub? They get bored. I'm sorry my coat is a bit long and woolly. I haven't been able to get to the barbers. What did the deaf barber say to the sheep? I can't shear you. Ha 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 ha. Talking of people who can't hear, Diane is driving me crazy. She's just wearing her headphones all the time and she can never hear me. Diane, Diane, Diane! Oh, what? Did somebody say they wanted me? Listening to the voice of the Good Shepherd. Jesus says in John's Gospel, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me." Now, if you've watched our other sheep video, you'll know that in Bible times, the shepherd stayed very close with the sheep. He looked after them all the time and they recognised his voice. And instead of him driving the sheep in front of him, he would speak to the sheep and they would follow him because they recognised his voice. And at night, the Good Shepherd would even sleep across the entrance to the sheepfold to keep them all safe and look after them. And this is what Jesus says when he compares his people with sheep in John's Gospel. Jesus said, "I tell you the solemn truth. The one who does not enter the sheepfold by the door, but climbs in some other way, is a thief and a robber. The one who enters by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. The doorkeeper opens the door for him, and the sheep hear his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought all his own sheep out, he goes ahead of them, and the sheep follow him because they recognise his voice. They will never follow a stranger, but will run away from him because they do not recognise a stranger's voice." Jesus told them this parable, but they didn't understand what he was saying to them. Jesus said to them again, "I tell you the solemn truth. I am the Good Shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, I lay down my life for the sheep." Oh, you want me to take my headphones off? You want me to take my headphones off because then I can hear you? What did you think? What did you think of the story of Jesus being the Good Shepherd and of his sheep hearing his voice? Oh, I'm finding it very hard to hear you. What do you think I should do? I'll be back in a minute. I've got a good idea. There we go. I've got my listening ears on. And now I can hear much better when Barbara is whispering to me. And she's whispering to me and saying that we need ears to hear and that Jesus speaks to us. And we need to be listening, and we're like his sheep. He calls us by our name, and if we listen to him, he can make things much better for us. And there's just one thing left for us to show you. We need to listen to God, because when we listen to God and we say yes to God, things are much better, because Jesus, like the Good Shepherd, calls us by our name. When we pray, we listen to him, it makes things better and brightens up our days. See you again for our next video. Bye bye.